He's a faithful God. And I want you to know that whatever you are going through, is not the end of you. I want you to be with me this morning, church. Be cheerful. Amen?
Amen.
Be cheerful, isn't it? Remember when blind Bartimaeus was asking for mercy, isn't it? And the people who have spoken him off, the people who have told him, shut up, they were the one who came back to say, he called thee. Amen?
Amen.
I tell you, be cheerful. Say to your neighbor, be cheerful.
Be cheerful.
You don't say it without smiling. I say to your neighbor, be cheerful.
Be cheerful.
Yeah. You know, if I come to you now and I do like this, be cheerful. I myself am not cheerful. So I want you to do it again with a smile. Turn to your neighbor with a smile. Say, be cheerful.
Be cheerful.
And you smile. Delay is not denial. Amen?
Amen.
Are you listening to me? Delay is not a denial from God. Everything that comes from God is perfect. And everything that comes from God is timing. Your time will come.
Amen.
I say your time will come.
Amen.
I want you to have that belief in your heart. Whatever that is troubling your heart, God has the answer to it.
Amen.
I want you to think about the days, the time you have struggled before. And you never expected that some certain things will come to pass in your life. Am I right? But they have come to pass. Isn't it? They have come to pass. The same God who did it, the one that you are going through right now, he will surely do it for you.
Amen.
God never comes too late. But God comes according at the appointed time. God showed up. There is a plan of God for your life, brethren. I want you to know that. God has a plan for your life. God did not just create you to live a miserable life. No, he didn't. He didn't. And I've shown you in scripture many times to let you know that God has you in his heart. Because why? He said to Jeremiah, he said, before you were formed in your mother's womb, he says, I knew you. I knew you. And the scripture confirmed to me in many, many scriptures I can give to you this morning, but I'm not going there today. In Psalm 139, God told you about, he knew you. Before your mother that carried you in the womb doesn't know you, but God knows you better. He said, before you were formed in your mother's womb, I knew you. He says, I separated you apart for a purpose. My prayer for you this morning is that the purpose of God will be fulfilled in your life. Amen. I didn't hear your amen. Amen. I said the purpose of God for your life will surely be fulfilled. Amen. The Lord will bless you. Amen. The Lord will manifest his promise in your life. Amen. Everything that has struggled with you before, the Lord shall take them away. Amen. The Lord will make his light to shine upon your life. Amen. Everything that stands contrary to the promise of God in your life, by the power of the blood, may they be destroyed. Amen. May the God who creates you, may the God who knows you, may he take you into a place of fulfillment. Amen. Every day that you live, may you live in the abundance of God. Amen. The Bible says, and unto him who is able to make exceedingly abundantly beyond what you can think or imagine, the immeasurable thing, the Lord will surely bring it to pass. Amen. Have your peace. Have your peace. He said, let not your heart be troubled. He said, for in my Father's house there are many mansions. He said, if it were not so, I will not say I come and take you home. John chapter 14 says about that. In my Father's house there are many mansions. If it were not so, I will not say I'm coming back to take you home. He said, let not your heart be what? Troubled. So every troubled heart today, under the subjection of Christ shall you be. May the joy of the Lord, may he take control of you. Amen. I say, may the joy of the Lord, may he take control of you. Amen. Do not let your heart be troubled, isn't it? He said, trust in God, trust also in me. That is Christ speaking to you. Whatever that is troubling your heart, forget about it. They are temporary. They will soon go. You have gone through many, many obstacles in this life, and you are still living. You have gone through some, you say, can I ever live? Isn't it? Yes. But you are living. That's an attestation that God knows you. That's an attestation that God has a plan for you. That's an attestation that the God who has seen you up to today, He will enable you to see many more days. Amen. He will enable you to see many more years. Amen. The works of your hand, the Lord will prosper it. Amen. The Lord will bless your children. Amen. Your living trump shall be blessed. Amen. Everything that the Lord has given to you, the enemy will not be restoration upon you. He said the thing that the locusts have eaten, he said, I will come in Joel chapter 2. He said, and I will restore them. If there are anything that the enemy has stolen from you today, the Lord shall restore them back. Your health shall be restored. If you are sick, there shall be healing for you today. I said there will be healing for you today. The God of restoration will restore you back. Into your falling state, the Lord will restore you back. Into the area that you are falling, that say, can I ever stand up? The God that makes man to stand up, he will make you to stand up. Before your enemies, they will see you and they say, yes, the God that you serve is a great God. Let joy fill your heart, amen? Hey, I love you with the love of God. That love is in Christ Jesus. He says in Romans chapter 8, he says, shall anything separate us from the love of God? He said, no. Look at that Romans chapter 8. He said, shall demons, shall principalities, shall the things of this world? He said, no. He said, for in Christ Jesus we are more than conqueror. You are more than a conqueror. Amen. Put your hands together for your Lord. Let me see that scripture. It's in Romans 8. I think it's in verse 36 or 37. It says, shall anything. Oh, look at verse 37. Look at verse 37. It says, shall anything. It said, no, in all this thing, we are more than conquerors through him who does what? Who loved us. Shall anything separate us from the love of Christ? No. Even death cannot separate us. Because we will see him. Amen? Amen. I said we will see him. Amen. And we know him better than we know him. So let your heart be with peace today. Amen? Amen. Let your heart be with peace today. Let your heart be with peace. Don't worry, those things you are going through, they are temporary. Yes, they are temporary. Always have that in your heart that this thing I'm going through cannot kill me. Because if those ones of the previous year did not kill me, this one also cannot kill me. Amen. Yeah, it's temporary. And the Lord will scale you through it. Amen. Whatever you believe in God for. I need a job. I need my papers. I need a wife. I need an husband. I need a new home. I need a perfect health. Isn't it? Yes. Remember what is it? Look at Matthew chapter 6 before I start ministering to you today. In Matthew 6:33, look at what he says. Matthew chapter 6, verse 33. He said, but seek first the kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things we do what? Will be given to you as well. All these things I've just talked about. When you seek his kingdom, husband will come. When you seek his kingdom, wife will come. When you seek his kingdom, perfect health will come. When you seek his kingdom, everything your heart desire, they will come. Amen. Why do you have to seek husband when it's just only an addition? Are you listening to me, church? Why do you want to seek only wife when it is only one out of many things? Why do you want to seek one thing? He said, but if you seek the kingdom, that means you are in the kingdom, and everything that is in the kingdom belongs to you. Amen. Are you with me this morning? Yes, if you seek the kingdom, as big as the kingdom is, everything in the kingdom, it does what? It belongs to you. An example of it, if your father or your parents are a king that rule a nation, isn't it? And if you are their son, will you struggle for anything? No. Answer me, John. Will you struggle for anything? No. You know what I'm talking about. If your father is a king, isn't it? And you are a prince or princess, will you struggle to have anything? No. Because why? You are living in the kingdom, in the king palace. So everything that is in the palace, they belong to you. Greater is it when you are in the kingdom of God. How many people are happy today? Let me see your hand up. Are you happy to be here today? Yes. That God has answered your prayer. Amen. I see that God has answered your prayer. Amen. God is a good God, church. God is a good God. He loves you. God loves you more than you love yourself. He loves you more than you love yourself. He will do everything for you. There are some things you desire, but if he give it to you, they will kill you. So he withdraw it. He withhold it. Are you with me? Yes. There are some things your heart want them. But God knows if I give this thing to you at this time, they will injure you. They will disrupt you. They will make you not to do this. So God will withhold it. And he will look as if to say God doesn't want to go, because he knows you better than you know yourself. So all you need to do is to walk by the precept of God. Amen?
Amen.
As long as you be in obedience to his command, you don't do evil. You don't do evil. Evil is not good. Evil is not good. Don't do evil. Those who do evil, they think they have won. They haven't won. Because it will cross them at the time. Those who do evil while they are young, when their old age comes, evil will come back to them. May you never be that. Amen. I beg you, don't do evil. You might be gallanting in evil, galvanizing in evil, in your youth age, in the age that you can move, in the age that you can do this. When the time comes of your old age, all those who need to help you, they will be away. Am I speaking to you this morning?
Yes, sir.
Open up your spirit to me. Don't do evil. Evil is not good. When people who do evil, they galvanize. I've done it. I've done it. They be waxing strong. They be waxing strong. They be waxing strong. God is looking at them. When the old age is coming in, when the old age is coming in, when the help is come, help will be far from them. Then they will now start paying for the evil. And people say, nobody is helping. No, it is written. You see, when it comes to the things of God, if you do, let me tell you one thing which I know you know. If you do anything, God will forgive you. Do you know that? Yes. But you will pay punishment. Oh yeah, go and read the Bible very well. How many of you believe that? Yes. God will forgive you. But the punishment of what you have done, you will suffer it. Not in heaven, no. On this earth you will. Yes. Yes, you will. Go and read the Bible very well. You do evil, he will forgive you. He's a forgiving God. But the repercussion of it and the punishment of it, on this earth, you will do it. And those are the things that happen, that when you see some people, sometimes they are suffering. You are wondering, why they suffering? It's the things that they have done. He said, the evil after them, do chase after them. The evil they do chase after them. Don't do evil. Amen? Amen. So that your old age may be a rejoicing one for you. Amen. Anywhere you see them doing evil, I always tell you in this church, you know that, run away from it. Don't be part of it. Don't collaborate with them. Even if you collaborate and say, God, I have done it, you will still have the punishment. He will forgive you. But the punishment of your collaboration, you will still suffer it. I tell you the truth. Nothing but the truth. I'm God's representative on this earth to speak nothing but the truth. Because I know one day I will face him face to face. And everything that I have done in this while I'm here, I will stand before him to tell you. And that's why every time I have to say the truth and nothing but the truth. Because I know one day I will see him face to face. And he will ask me, why have you led my people astray? By not telling them the truth. And I will see the punishment will be more greater for me. That's why anytime I stand, I speak nothing but the truth. To some it might be, look, like you know, this church is not a church where I pamper, no pampering. I'll tell you nothing but the truth. Nothing but the truth. Because I want you to go to heaven. As I'm going to speak to heaven. The Lord will bless you, church. Amen. The Lord will strengthen you. Amen. And the Lord will empower you. Amen. Let no one deceive you. Don't deceive yourself. Be always honest to yourself. And to those of you who need job that I've prayed for, the Lord wants me to tell you, don't sleep in the house and think the job will come. Does that make sense? Don't think I've been prayed for to have a job, and then you sleep, you're looking at the sun, you say the job, it doesn't come that way. Is that right? You will step out. He said the steps of the righteous is what? Ordered by God. He will now order your step into the place so that which he has opened up for you, you can accomplish it. That's the way it works. Don't sit out, don't sit at home, don't be doing phone. Go out. You get what I'm saying? Is it true? So we say, that pastor has prayed for me, let me sleep. It doesn't work, amen? Amen? Because what God told me is that in this week, God never lied. God never lied. He says in this week, I will give them job. You know, God doesn't often say this to me. I remember this the second time I've ever seen this in this church. The first time God told me was when we were in Mazan. I remember that sister who needed a job. I forgot the name of the sister. Sister Jane or Sister Janet, may the Lord bless you. She said she was desperate that day. He said, Pastor, you came and you said those who need job. She said, on Tuesday I got a job. And this is the second time God will ever tell me to do that since I've been the pastor in this church. In almost my 7 years. This is the second time he will say that to me. So those of you who have prayed for, by the end of this week, you will stand before the people to testify. Amen. What is it that God will have me tell you? You are going into the new month, which is the month of transformations. In less than a couple of days in this week, by Thursday or I don't know when, we will be in the new month, the month of May. And the month of May will be the month of transformation. It will be the month of transformation. Amen. The Lord will transform you all. Amen. The Lord will transform you all. Amen. You know, when it comes to the things of God, everything that your heart desire, the Lord wants to do it for you. In the book of 2 Corinthians, let me speak to you briefly today. In 2 Corinthians chapter 3, in verse 16 of that 2 Corinthians 3, 2 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. It says, but whenever anyone turns to the Lord, don't worry, I'll open my Bible. Open up your spirit, church. He said, but whenever anyone turns to the Lord, the veil is what? Is taken away. Listen to me, church. There are many veils in the eyes of people. Many, many veils are in the eyes of people. Some have veil in their marriage. Veil is a covering. Listen. Are you with me? Look at me, everybody. You know, whenever people come in here, they come to the church. Let them take their seat as you have taken your own seat. I'm the one here. Look at me. Ushers, take your seats. Take your seats. Let there be silence in this house. If any child is making noise, please make sure you take that child out. And you'll be taken care of. Amen? Amen. I want you to look now. Because little distraction, they are of Satan. They are not of God. I need to let you know that. When you come to the house of God, isn't it? You look straight to the man that stands as representative of God, speaking to you, not looking at people who are. When people are going like this, it's a wandering spirit. You gain nothing. Are you right? So you look at the representative of God. Many have the veil in their marriage. And then when there is a veil, there is uproar in the marriage. Every time it's turbulent. Fighting. Husband and wife fight. Husband and wife is not supposed to be fighting. Many have veil in the plan of God for their life. They couldn't see it. It's a veil. Covering. Many have veil in their career or education of what God has got for them. They couldn't see. They don't even know what is it that God has got for me. It's a veil. Something is covering the eyes. That's why you don't see. Some have veil about their family. Some have veil about their works in life, covering them. Veil is a covering. But that scripture says, but whenever anyone turns to the Lord, the veil is what? Is taken away. If a man is in Christ Jesus, all things are passed away, all things have become new. When you turn to Christ, the veil that does not allow you to see is taken away, that you can see. But the next question for you to be that, but why, Pastor, are many not seeing when they turn to the Lord? Many doesn't really turn to the Lord. Many doesn't really turn to the Lord. Many comes and say, I have turned to the Lord. Maybe some under pressure. Maybe some because say, oh, you give your life to Christ and you will be healed. Maybe some say, oh, this. They are not really convinced why they have turned to the Lord. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
And he doesn't really turn to the Lord. He said, but whenever a man turns to the Lord, you turn completely to the Lord, that in this darkness that I have been living for many years, the time is up for me to leave this darkness and turn into light. But when many people turn from the darkness, they turn with one leg. They put the other leg still in the darkness. They have not really turned. And everything in their life is up and down. Everything in their life is up and down. Everything in their life it's like a struggle because they have not really turned. Because what that scripture says that whenever a man turns, isn't it? You can't say you turn and like this. Is that turning? You turn with everything. Am I right, church?
Yes, sir.
But what has actually happened to many believers? Why things are not happening is that they do not turn completely to the Lord. Their heart is far away. Many still sink themselves into worldly things. They sink themselves, they remain in the worldly things. Every activities of the worldly is what they are doing. So nothing is happening in their life, brethren. Nothing is actually happening. That scripture says, but whenever, you understand what whenever means? That is whenever you are tired of this world, of this up and down you are living. Whenever you are tired of this darkness in which you are, whenever you are tired of this struggling every day, whenever you are tired of it, whenever that every time you are stretching your hand, you want to touch it, and it looks as if your hand is not really touching it. Whenever you have makeup in your mind, enough is enough. And sincerely in your mind, you make it up that yes, enough is enough. It's not when you make it up in your mind today because of circumstances hitting you, you say it's enough today, take me to church, I want to accept Christ. And then when you accept Christ, there's some easiness, then you dance it away. That's not whenever. Are you with me, church? May the Lord bless you. May the Lord give insight of this word. Open up your hearts, everyone here today, because your time of liberation is now. He said, but whenever a man turns to the Lord, haphazard turning is not turning. Haphazard turning is not turning. Whenever you turn to the Lord, you be in obedience to the commandment of God. Listen to me, church. Whenever you turn to the Lord, you be in total obedience to the word of God. That means you are totally turned. And that scripture goes further to say, the veil, what has been covering your eyes, making you not to see, making you not to know what God is saying, those veils shall be taken away completely from you, because you have come completely to the Lord. Amen. Verse 17 says what? It says, now the Lord is the Spirit. Now the Lord is the Spirit. And where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is what? Freedom. It says, now the Lord is what? It's a Spirit. Let me explain it to you better. What it means that is that whenever you turn to the Lord, the moment you accept Christ as your Lord and Savior. And because the Lord is a Spirit, you receive the indwelling Spirit of God into you. Are you getting what I'm saying? That indwelling Spirit of the Lord that is in you will now start to walk according to the book of John chapter 16. If you read from verse 12, when Jesus says, I have much more to say unto you, he said, but when he, the Spirit of truth, shall come, that Spirit of truth shall reveal unto you, he shall guide you, and he shall lead you unto all what? Truth. Are you with me here today, Bread Church? I want you to be someone that God has said you are in this country. You are not here with a mistake. Forget about it. I don't know whatever anybody might have told you. You are not here as a mistake. Amen? Amen. You are here for a purpose. the purpose can be fulfilled. You don't need man to bring that fulfill to compose. No, you only need your association with him who created you and being honest unto him, and it will surely be fulfilled. God will only use man, and if man is not ready, the man shall be taken away. Listen to me. Many of you have depended so much on the things that will not take you onto the place that God has set you up. I can say it because every time I pray, apart from praying for this nation, apart from praying for this city, I, as a minister of God, every time I have to stand before God, I say, Lord, the people you have told me to shepherd about, I see fear in them most of the time. I see them not taking a step of courage. I say, God, why? What is happening? I pray for you every day. I pray for this church every day. No day I not pray for you, I'm a debtor, and I'm not fit to pastor you. Every day I have to stand before God to pray for you. The day I don't do it, I am a debtor, and I'm not fit to stand as his representative. Because as a shepherd, you watch over the people. And if you cannot say what God is saying about the people, then you are not fit to lead them. So I pray for you. I pray for you. And so I can hear what God is saying about the house. And I pray that, Lord, God said the spirit of fear has incorporated into so many people that are in this nation. Listen to me, church. Listen to me very, very well. The Lord said the spirit of fear and intimidation has creeping into so many people who are living in this nation, even this city of Berlin, that they have believed in the things that I do not institute unto them. They believe in the thing that man has presented unto them, and it has turned unto fear to enable them to make a fear and be what I want them to be. They have allowed the directions of men, listen to me, church, they have allowed the directions of men to guide them and lead them into inappropriate way, so they do inappropriate things. And whenever you're telling them, it's like, what are you talking about? The Lord will get you away from them. Amen. He's not giving you the spirit of fear. He's not giving you the spirit of timidity. He's giving you the spirit of boldness. If you are in Christ Jesus, then you will speak as a representative of Christ. You will no longer be intimidated. But many people that I see, they refuse. They refuse. People are not ready in this city, getting away from their past. They lock themselves into their past, and they have a belief in their heart that this is the only way to make it, which is not the right way. Many people feel, oh, there is no advancement for me. This way that I am doing is what I will be doing till I die. No, that is not what you should do till you die. The Lord wants to prosper you. Amen. I said the Lord wants to prosper you. Amen. Say amen as you believe it. Amen. Say to yourself, the Lord wants to prosper me. If you are in obedience to His word, the Lord will prosper you. I said the Lord will prosper you. Amen. When we talk about obedience to the things of God, to some it looks as if, can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? Why are you thinking about that? It's your past. It's the way you have been living before. You want to continue to live in the same way. No changes. Let me show you one scripture. Look at Deuteronomy 28 verse 2. My heart is to see the hand of God in your life. I say my heart is to see the hand of God in your life. Because if my father in the Lord, I have a father. I do. Who picked me up? Pick me up. Listen to me, church. Pick me up from nothing. When I don't know my left from my right. When I was still living like a pauper. Listen to me, church. My father in the Lord, who picked me up when I'm nothing, absolutely nothing. When I think I have come to the end of everything, I do not know left, I do not know it from the right. And I believe that this is exactly how I will live my life till the last. Because why? People told me, in this place, you have to do cleaning till you die. In this place, you only have to wash the toilet until you die. I did not argue. I did not argue. One, two things that I did. Church, listen to me. I kept who I am into my pocket. Listen very, very well. I kept who I am into where? My pocket. But I know who I am. But for the time, I kept it in my pocket. But I know I'm going somewhere. When I got there, I kept my graduate from Nigeria into my pocket. I'm not a graduate yet. So what I'm being told to do, I do it. But I know I'm going somewhere. And I was looking to avenues to better my life. I did not allow what people speak to me to determine what I will ever be. Many people in this nation have listened to people what they say to make them to be what they are today. But that is not what God has for you. I kept it and I was doing every odd job. I cleaned, yes. I washed plates in the restaurant, yes, I do it. I washed their toilet, yes, I did it. I emptied their bins, yes, I did it. I cleaned their tables in the office, yes, I did it. Washed plates in the restaurant, yes, I did it. Serve, pick glasses up in Bapa, yes, I did it. But I was going to somewhere. I have a plan because I know God has a plan for me. God has a plan for you. Amen. I said, God has a plan for you. Amen. I want to change what people have taught you before so that you can know you are somebody. I kept it in my pocket, but I was doing it faithfully. But I know I was going to somewhere. When my father-in-law picked me up, who raised me, he said, forget about it. He said, I will open the word to you. And the plan of God shall be opened upon to you. Amen. He said, there is one thing you need to do. Deuteronomy 28. Hey, give it to me, give it to me. Please walk with my spirit, please. Walk with my spirit, walk with my spirit. It says in verse 2, say there. It says, if you fully obey, go back. It says, if you fully obey the Lord your God, isn't it? And carefully follow all his words. I give to you today, the Lord your God will do what? Will set you high above all the nations on earth. If you carefully obey the commands of God, then you will be high. But if not, I tell you, it's like living like a pauper. It's like living like a pauper for the rest of your life. Because you are in disobedience to the word of the God who created you. So how will you want to go high in Him who knows the height He has for you when you disobey Him? Look at the next verse. Look at it. He said, the next verse is, he said, all these blessings will come upon you, and they will accompany you. Accompany me, they're walking side by side with you. Listen to me, church. They will accompany you if you, look at it again, obey the Lord your God. Many people lost the obedience of God, and they obey man. Man that is dead is in his nursery. Who is man? Who is man? Who is man? Many people in this country, I tell you, most especially you who are the same like me, you are too much in reverence of can I make it? And many lost what should be to make you to be what God wants you to be. And you want to live a life that today you lose gallantly, but tomorrow is like a struggle. Why do you want to continue to do that? Whenever a man turns to the Lord, the veil is taken away. May the Lord take away your veil. Amen. Brethren, the Lord wants to do great things to you. He has plenty many insights of things the Lord gave to me. You know, a couple of days ago, I was speaking to my wife that, you know what, darling, one day, the Lord told me that, someone had opened an African shop. And I was trying to inquire about what African shop is here that people do. Because, you know, I'm insight into so many things. for the sake of the people. And they were telling me, yes, there are some, they are not being well maintained. They are doing, they are that. And I was thinking that, what about you? Don't you ever think about such? Because the Lord will bless you if you be a beginning of something. And the person laughed and walked away from you. And I continue to ask God, Lord, you continue to give this insight to me. It has not left me since you have been saying it. So with me, there's somebody who needs to catch it that I need to work with. There's somebody who needs to catch it that I need to work with. The Lord wants to establish you.
Amen.
If you are in obedience to the command of God, you will eat the best. Whenever a chicken moves, whenever an eagle moves with the chicken, you will not be fulfilled. The eagle will not be fulfilled. Because everything that the chicken does, you will be done. But you have ability to fly. But chicken cannot soar. Many people, that's what is happening here. They flock with chicken, but they are eagles. Eagles, because the moment an eagle brings together with chicken, the ability to soar is gone. You will be picking to eat. You are not supposed to pick. You're supposed to soar, come down, pick, and go. But you can't do that because of the people you are moving with. Church, listen to me today. I'm a father in this house and I want you to prosper. Every father wants their children to prosper. Yes or no? Yes or no? I want you to prosper in life. That's my heart for you. To be what God says you are. So when I speak the truth of God to you, I want you to embrace it and think ahead. Step forward of what I'm saying. The Bible says in the book of Hosea chapter 4. Look at Hosea chapter 4 verse 6. He said, my people are perished because of lack of knowledge. Where there is no knowledge, the people perish. Where there is no understanding, because the Bible says, the entrance of the word that brings knowledge and light, it brings light and illuminates you. People run away from it. That's what God says. My people are destroyed, they are perished from lack of knowledge. He said, because you have rejected knowledge, hey, don't reject the knowledge of God for you to prosper in life. He said, because you rejected knowledge, I also reject you. May the Lord not reject you. Amen. You didn't say amen? Amen. Never a man turns to the Lord. The veil is removed. If you have turned to the Lord, church, turn to the Lord fully. Because why? Coming to church every Sunday is not coming to the Lord. It's part of it. Yeah. But it's not all. Yeah. When you turn to the Lord showed me something today when I was coming in the plane. I don't know, I showed my wife. The Lord was showing me what happens to people who talk. Where was it? Malachi 3. Look at Malachi 3. You know me, I search into the word. I don't just sit down anywhere. When I sit down, I must study. That's me. You can't give me anything. I don't study magazine. No, I don't study magazine. Where people are looking at other people's nakedness. If I want to see my own nakedness, I try to come and I look at the mirror and see myself. Stupid. Looking at other people. You are inciting things of demonic into your brain. Listen to me, church. That is what has destroyed many people. Worldly things. Worldly things. Worldly things. And say, but I'm praying to which God? To the God that you are disobedient to? To the God you are disobedient to? Any of you look at God in one thing. Most of us, we have children here. If your children is being disobedient to you, will you be happy? That's how it is. Look at verse 8. I think no, not verse 8. Go to verse 12 or 13. I think that's where I saw it, 12 or 13. That God showed me. He said, then all the nations will call you blessed, for yours will be a delightful, and says the Lamb. Verse 13. He said, you have said harsh things against me. That is the Lord speaking. I just want to show you this to you. God says, you have said harsh things against me, says the Lord. Yet you ask, what have we said against you, God? What did God say? Look at the next verse. You have said it is futile to serve God. You know what full-time means? No reward. Useless. And I was asking God, because me, I serve the word of God. That's me. I want to do what God is saying. And I said, God, what is this? He said, you listen to what the people say. He said, I'm serving God. Why will I serve God? Why will I serve God? It is unrewarding to serve God. God says, you serve it. What? He said, what have we done to you? It is futile to serve God. What will we gain by carrying out his requirement? Can you see? And going about like mourners before the Lord Almighty. I saw that today. I've been reading that in my life. I've never seen. Because you know, when you read the word of God, study with your spirit. And today the Lord will come and I say, son, stop. I say, what? They say, look at this. People, that's what they say to me. They say serving them. Serving me is full time. Why will I go and serve God? Why will I go to church on Wednesday? Why will I go and pray? I go to church only on Sunday. Which God do I want to serve? Isn't it? God says, they say it to me. I want him to bless you. Abraham blessings are mine. When you disobey the God of the blessing. Don't let us be. I mean, am I saying the truth?
Yes, sir.
Abraham blessings are mine. Abraham blessings are mine. I am blessed in the morning. You're supposed to have a job. You are sleeping. You are blessed on the bed. You're supposed to take a step and be active to make things happen in your life. And you are being doing. You say, but I've been praying and I sing the song. No. You are singing the song with your lips. Go back to that scripture for me to finish. You will prosper.
Amen.
I say you will prosper.
Amen.
The Lord will prosper you. I am showing you one condition that brings prosperity unto mankind. There's nothing you can do in this world. If you are contrary to that, you will not be struggling. But when man stands, when you stand by what God has said, you will not struggle. You will not. You will not. At least it's over 30 years that I have turned to the Lord. And I can tell you my experience of 30 years of my turning to the Lord. Yes, I have lived life in the world before. But at the end, where is the gain? There's no gain. I have. I've done everything in the world before. The Lord allowed me to do everything. Because he was going to use me. So he wanted to have an experience that I can talk to you today. Going in the world and doing everything until he crossed me, say, son, time is up. You have seen everything, isn't it? Now come and see the other side. And he now arrest me and bring me back. I tell you, it's nearly 30 years now. 30 years. 30 years, 30, that I've been in the Lord. I'm not a baby. I'm not a small child. I'm not a child. Or is a 30-year-old a child? No. I'm not a child. Don't what I'm talking about. I want you to listen to me. If you will do what I'm saying, I tell you, your eyes will see greater things in this life.
Amen.
The Lord will prosper you.
Amen.
The Lord will bless you.
Amen.
There's nothing too hard for the Lord to do. All you need to do is to make up your mind. Make up your mind. All this galvanizing. Don't let people tell you what is not. Oh, if you don't do this in this country, you cannot get a job. If you don't do, Elder Kingsley told one guy who came here one day, who wants to go. Now look, the way you are doing like this, all this way you are dressing, you do everything. He said you won't get a job. He said you need to have a change. Oh. He said it's not possible. Don't follow the crowd. Are you listening to me? Don't be Exodus. This is what everybody is saying. Are you everybody? When he gave back to you, was everybody your name? Why? This is what everybody is doing. Why will you do what everybody is doing? Why? Why will you do what everybody is doing? Why don't you do what God says? When you have turned to the Lord, the veil is removed. It's not for you to see. It's not for you to hear. It's not for you to move according to the direction of God. Let God direct your steps. Go back to that scripture. Let me finish. Go back to that 2 Corinthians 3. It says in verse 17 of that 2 Corinthians, Now the Lord is the Spirit, and where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is what? There is freedom. When you have the Spirit of God living in you, you are free, isn't it? The book of Galatians chapter 5 verse 1. He said, who have bewitched you, you Galatians? He said, now you want to, the thing that you, were you saved by law? Were you saved by the works of hand? Is it not by grace, Christ, that you are saved? What is it that is changing you now? What you have believed before, you want to walk away from it. Give you freedom. Now verse 18. And we, who with unveiled, you know the veil has been removed. Unveiled facing, what do you reflect? You reflect the Lord's law, say it. Say, I reflect God's glory.
I reflect God's glory.
I reflect God's glory.
I reflect God's glory.
I reflect God's glory. Because the veil has been taken away. May the Lord bless you.
Amen.
Whenever anyone comes to the Lord, the veil is taken away. Every act of what you were doing before that is not of God, that will not allow you to move in life, is being taken away. And then you will now start to reflect the glory of God. He said we now reflect and we are being transformed. That's when transformation comes from what you used to be before. Because the Spirit of God that is in you will now be orchestrating you. He will now be guiding you. He will now be leading you. You will not be doing things in yourself. You'll be doing it according to the Spirit of God. And then transformation will come. We'll transform into His likeness with ever-increasing glory, which comes from the Lord, who is the Spirit. Brethren, let there be transformation in your life as you're about to enter the month of May.
Amen.
You need to make up your mind, brethren. The time has come. Don't live your life what will be will be. No, what will be will not be. What God says will be is what will be. You have lived your life enough. What will be will be. Where do you get that from? Somebody sang the song and people are following it. No. It's only what God be saying that will be. What will be will be. To live your life in a miserable form. Every day you are waking up is cry, cry, cry. Sorrow, sorrow, sorrow. That's not for you. That's not for you. Every day you are moving from one debt to another debt. One debt to another debt. No balance. Do you know why? Do you know why that normally happens? Especially to those who go to church. You know. Go to Malachi. Let me show you Malachi. Yeah. Yes, it happens. But I go to church. But I go to church. But I go to church. He didn't say go to church. He didn't go to church. He didn't say that. Look at that Malachi 3. Go to Malachi chapter 3. Then I will finish up this message. Go to verse 8. Will a man rob God? That's what leads to what I want to prove to you what I'm saying now. Will a man rob God? He said, yes, you rob me. And when I saw that, I said, rob God. That creates you. You can rob man. Yeah. Can do 419 for one. Can do 419 for God. Because you won't go far. Yeah, you won't go far. It says, but you ask, how do we rob you? He said, in tithes. If you don't pay your tithe, you bring the viral to you. You leave God. This is me before the Lord Almighty. Because what it means is that you allow Satan to cohabit in your spending. Or some of you say, that's why I don't want to go to church, because I don't want to pay tithes. Then you continue to live the life you are living. Because when we talk about tithes, people say pastor takes tithe. Not in this church. I take nobody's tithes. This is my heart. I don't take anybody's tithes. The tithe we collect in this church is to maintain this church. Are you listening to me? People say I'm not going to church because when I go to church they pay tithe, they pay the pastor. Not here. Not here. The tithe you pay here, we use it for the running of the work. When things are going down, we change them. When things need to be changed, we use it. We pay for this place, isn't it? Is this thing free?
No.
Eh? Somebody, I don't know, in your house, when you use it, you tell them, for the Lord's sake, is that what you say? Yeah? So we pay, isn't it? This fan that blows, what makes it to blow? Is it free? Okay. When they use the gas, when they use everything, we pay rates. That's what the tithes are used for. And whenever you contribute to such, the Lord will contribute to your life. Yeah. I tell you the truth. I tell you the truth. How can I pay that? How can I pay that? How can I pay that? And I get to pay that. And I get to pay that. The viral comes. The viral comes. The viral comes. And as I say, not in this church. No pastor takes anybody money. I'm the pastor. And the tithe is not, doesn't come to me, no. The tithe is to begin to keep the running of this house. When these envelopes they give you is finished. Isn't it? They normally give you for that, isn't it? When it's finished, we have to do another one. Is that not? That's what we use the money for. When these things break down, we buy them. At the end of the month, we will not take the people. May the Lord bless you. don't give us light. May the Lord bless you. Is that what you're saying here? May the Lord bless you. No, there's nothing like that. We pay, isn't it? That's what the tithe is for. And when you give, you are contributing to it. And the God of the contribution will bless you. Amen. Somebody didn't say amen. Amen. That's what tithe is in English for. God says, He said, but you ask, how do we love me? Saying tithe and in what? In offering. I'm closing soon. Now you go to the next verse. This is not for you. I'm not going to read it because it's not for you. And it will never be for you. Amen. It will never be for you. Amen. But if anybody does this, the previous one, this is what God says is happening. Am I the one to say it? No. Who said it? Do you believe it's God's word? Yes. Say yes if you believe it. Yes. So that's what God says happen. That's what happens to many people. There's no curse on the man that God has done. But people come under it. This is how we come under it. God doesn't curse anybody. No, He doesn't. He doesn't. And now He says in the next verse, I'm getting to where it says, bring the whole tithe into the storehouse, that there may be food in my house. And God said, test me in this, says the Lord Almighty, and see if I will not throw open what? The floodgates of heaven and pour out so much blessing that you will not have room enough for it. Has the Lord spoken about this before? Yes. Go to Deuteronomy 28 verse 12. Then I will close. I'm showing you the word of God is true. That's why I'm using scripture to balance the scripture. The word of God is true. You can decide not to follow it, but it doesn't change it. You can decide that today, are you listening to me? As I stand up and I tell you, today, I'm not a man, I'm a woman. Does it take me a man? I'm a man, it's a lie. You remain it. Don't be deceived, amen? Amen. Don't follow those who deceive people of what can never be. Don't be too much of it. It says, and the Lord will do what? Open heavens, the storehouse of His. Did He say it in that previous scripture? Yes. So for that to happen, He has already said it in Deuteronomy. So if you now be in obedience to it, it's affirming His promise to you. Every veil of your eyes will be taken away. Amen. So I'm saying the word that is being sent to you today will transform your life. Amen. And your life will never be the same again. Amen. You have to be what God says you are, church. Be what God says you are. Don't look down, it's too late. No, it's never too late. Whenever you make up your mind in life, you accomplish things. There's never be anything too late. Don't deceive yourself. I'm too old. Who tells you are too old? The Lord appeared unto Abraham at the age of 75. He says, I will make you fathers of nations. It took 25 years for God to come back to him. Did God fulfill it? Yes. Did God fulfill it? Yes. So why are you saying you are too old for the promise of God to be fulfilled in your life? Don't live a wasted life. Don't live a wasted life. Live a life of accomplishment. Amen? Amen. The Lord will strengthen you. I said the Lord will strengthen you. Amen. The Lord will open up your eyes to the great thing that He has for you in this nation. Amen. There are great things in this nation for you. Great things in this nation for you. To be fulfilled. To be what God says you are. Everything is not education. No. If I know that I want to be a plumber, I will tell them to teach me as a plumber. Yes, a plumber. I want to be. Yes. And I will drop my card in your house. When your sink goes well, there's a man that requires them. Yes. If I'm an electrician, I will let you know I'm an electrician so I can be a fulfilled electrician. Don't be deceived that I can't read. Who tells you everything? Everything is not reading. You can do skills. Amen? Amen. You can do skills. If I come here, I tell them my heart is, they should go and teach me how to do cars. Because there are so many cars, something here. I can go to Audi or Mercedes, isn't it? Yeah, I have the right. If I can't sit up, work in the office. Let them train me to do mechanic. I can fix car, isn't it? And now I will have a job. Is that not right? Yes, I will. I won't fold my hand. I will not fold my hand. You don't have to fold your hands. You can be taught to be great. You can be taught to be great. Amen? Amen. Don't fold your hand. Whatever you know you can do better, whatever you know you can do, aspire to do it. Aspire in your heart to do it. Oh, I can sew clothes. Then let me aspire to be a tailor, and then I can sew clothes. I can design clothes for people. Yes. And the Lord will bless you. Amen. Then erase your mind on the thing that will not make you to accomplish things in life. Take a step one day. The step you take today, right? It has moved, isn't it? Another time you take another step. Are you still on the same place? No, you are not. But standing on the same place, whatever you can do it very well. And let people recommend you. So that they can know that, oh, that woman can sew clothes. He sewed it very well. If you want to go to sew clothes, go to her. She sold it and she's polite. Oh, that man can do cars. Oh, that man is a plumber. That man is a carpenter and he can do things very well. It's skills. It's skills. You broaden up your skill to become somebody in life. And when the skills is done, according to Ecclesiastes chapter 10 verse 10, it says when the skills is done, you sharpen it. You sharpen it so that you can continue to be recommended. I don't want you to have a heart that, oh, I am finished. I cannot be anything. You can be something. I say you can be something. Amen. You can be something and you can be great. All you need to do is to know that, yeah, there is a God that do transformation. That there is a God that transforms life. Don't live your life as people have said it. Live your life as God has said it. There is no age. There is no age limit. No, there is not. There is no age limit. In anything a man wants to accomplish in life, you can accomplish it before you die. And I told you, every one of you enjoy KFC. The man who brought KFC was at the age of 66. Age of 66 he was. When the insight, he did not even know God. When the insight of KFC was given unto him, he was in his room, sitting down. And he says, I can do something in form of spicy, and I can use chicken on that spicy. And he tried it in his own house. He tried that thing in his own house, and he gave it to people to eat, and they ate, this thing is nice, this thing is nice. And that was why KFC started. The man was 66 years old. You can be what God says you are. There's no age limit. Don't let anyone deceive you. You know, there is 3 accomplishments in life. He said, don't deceive yourself. That's the first thing. Don't say to yourself you are what you are not. Because why? When help is coming, they will bypass you. Yes or no? Yeah, they bypass you. Because you are acting like a rich man and you are not rich. So when money comes, they say, no, we can't do it. Is that true? Yes. Let people know who you are. Don't deceive yourself. Don't do like this all the time. I need a job. I didn't have a job. Say, who need a job? I don't need a job. I don't need a job. But you keep on begging people. Is that not deceit? Yeah. That's deceiving yourself. Then don't deceive other people. You understand? If you deceive other people, the repercussion of deceit will come to you. Remember what I tell you? The repercussion will come. You might think, oh, I am doing it. I am getting on. I'm getting free. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. And then lastly, don't deceive God. Because why? When you deceive God who creates you, is that not what? Is that not too much? Yes. The God who knows everything about you. He knows everything about you. God knows everything about you. There is nothing you do in the secret that God did not see. Yes. He sees everything. When you lock the room and you stay in the room and you say, I'm going to do evil. Nobody is here. Somebody is seeing it. Yeah. His name is God. The ancient of days. Yeah. The ancient of days. Don't do evil. Don't put down human being that God has created. Amen? Amen. And if you do that, the God will manifest in your life. I want to leave you with this church. That God, anything that God promised you, God will surely bring it to pass. Amen. Delay for you is not denial. No. Whatever circumstance you are going through now is temporary. You will soon get over it. Amen. But in that circumstance, don't open up your mouth to say what is not. Always speak positive to yourself. Always see yourself in a place of positive. Don't look down on yourself that can I be this, I can never be this. You can be. You can be. Don't ever look down on yourself. Always look up to the Lord who created you, and He will surely bring fulfillment along your path. Amen. Remember, be careful of the people you listen to. Don't listen to people who do not need accomplishment in life. Don't listen to people who cannot encourage you. Don't listen to people who will lead you astray. Listen to people who will give you, who will contribute to how you will get into a place of success. Don't listen to people who will lead you into the things that will make you to regret for the rest of your life. Don't be too much in a haste, and the Lord will bless you. Amen. I want you to rise up on your feet, and I want you to lift up your voice and pray. If the Lord has spoken to you, lift up your voice. Start to give thanks to God Almighty. Let's all lift up our voice. Let's rise up on our feet. And everyone rise up on our feet. Lift up your voice and start to thank God. Thank God, thank God. I can hear your voice. I cannot hear your voice. Lift up your voice and the Lord has spoken to you today. Thank God for every area. The Lord has spoken to you today. If there is an area that you say, yes, Lord, I have had to pray, oh Lord God. I need a change in my life, oh Lord God. Ask the Lord that, Lord, you are the God that transforms life. Ask the Lord to transform every aspect of your life. Ask the Lord that, Lord, bring transformation into my family. Bring transformation into the life of my husband. Bring transformation into the life of my wife. Into the life of my children, Lord, bring transformation. In my own life, oh Lord God, bring transformation. Ask the Lord to stretch out the sun to renew you. Ask the Lord to stretch out the sun to renew you. Ask the Lord that, Lord, stretch out your hand, oh Lord God. Remove everything that you have not planted in me. Ask the Lord that if there be anything that is in my life that will not glorify you, today I have had you, oh Lord God, Father. Let the Lord that, Lord, let there be changes in my life. Let there be changes in my family. Let there be changes in the things I am believing you for. Everything that has stand as deceit in my life, Father, let them be taken away today in the name of Jesus. Oh Lord, we bless your name, oh Lord God. Oh, sorry Lord, we bless your name, oh Lord. We glorify you, the God of glory. Oh Lord, I bless your holy name, oh Lord God. Thank you, everlasting Father. Thank you, my Lord, my God. In Jesus' anointed name we are praying. Amen. Now you're going to pray the Lord. The next month, which is the month of May, is around the corner. It shall be called the month of transformation. And you're going to ask God, the Lord, if there be any veil that is covering me, if there be any veil that is covering my eyes not to see, and I told you series of veil. Veil covers some eyes in marriages, and they cause problem every time. Veil covers some eyes, and they don't enable you to see what is the plan of God for your life. Veil covers some things that you don't have accomplishment, and you continue to walk from one place to the other, just going in the same thing, and you never step forward. You wait to ask God, the Lord, if there be anything that stands as veil that is covering me, today, oh Lord, let every veil be removed away from you. Lift up your voice and pray. Lift up your voice and pray. Lift up your voice, speak at this time. Ask God to take away every veil. Ask God to take away every veil. That every veil that is covering your eyes, that the Lord should take it away. That the Lord should enable you to see the brighter light of the future. The Lord enable you to orchestrate your step in the new world. That the Lord orchestrate your step into the place He has prepared for you. Oh Lord, we pray in the name of Jesus. Open up our eyes, oh Lord God. Open up our eyes, oh Lord God. Open up our eyes, oh Lord God. Let my eyes have prayed.
Amen.
Eternal God of glory, I thank you. For you are God yesterday, you are God today, and you are God forever.
Yes.
You are the God who do not change, but man changes.
Yes.
You are the God who is the ancient of days. You are the beginning and you are the end.
Yes.
You are the God that makes a way where there seems to be no way.
Yes.
You are the God who heals all our diseases. From the conception, oh Lord, you are the God who knows us. You are the God who has a plan and a purpose for every individual life that you created. You are the God who created every man and every woman in your own likeness and image, so that they can be what you want them to be. Eternal Rock of Ages, I thank you for today, O Lord. For the Bible says the entrance of your word brings light and illuminates.
Yes.
Concerning that which you have sent to your people today, may they receive illumination, O Lord.
Amen.
Lord, I commit these people unto your hand. For the Bible says whatsoever is committed to your hand, you have the ability to take care of.
Yes.
You are the God that form an edge of protection around your people, that Satan cannot have any intrude. Lord, I commit these people unto your hand. You are the God, according to your word in Exodus 13. When you are leading the Israelites out of bondage, you are leading them out of Egypt. You are leading them out from the place of suffering. You are taking them into a place you have prepared for them. The Bible says in the day, like a pillar of cloud, you went before them. And in the night, you stand behind them like a pillar of fire. And they were in between. So, Lord, to every members of this church, Father, unto your hand, O Lord, I commit them. That you will lead them like a pillar of cloud in the day.
Amen.
And if anyone that you have created will confront them, they will confront you.
Amen.
Like a pillar of fire, you shall be behind them.
Amen.
And if there be anyone that you have created or Satan will want to do otherwise by your fire, they shall be destroyed. Whatever is committed to your hand, it lasts. There be anyone, O Lord, that will deceive these ones of that which they have had. My Lord and my God. The word that has come from the throne of grace. That which you do to such, let it be unto them.
Amen.
May you strengthen this one, O Lord.
Amen.
May you bring perfection upon this one, O Lord.
Amen.
May their inner mind and their inner spirit may it be built up.
Amen.
May light shine along their paths every day.
Amen.
Father, Lord, may you give directions unto them.
Amen.
No weapon formed of fashion towards them will prosper.
Amen.
And every tongue that shall rise against them, Father, you say it is condemned. Lord, I thank you. Thank you, Lord, for this church, Christ's Faith Tabernacle Church Valley. Thank you for your people. As you have ordered the steps, let their steps every day, let it be ordered.
Amen.
If there be anything, O Lord God, that stand contrary to your promise in their life, as your word have come today, such has been taken away.
Amen.
Lord, I pray for everyone that is here at this hour. The Bible says, worship the Lord your God, and he will bless your food and your water. He says, he shall take away sicknesses from among you. If there be anyone that is sick here today, Father, I ask, O Lord, the Bible says in Isaiah 53 that by your stripes we are healed. Let there be healing in the name of Jesus. If there be anything that you have not planted in them, in their lungs, in their abdomen, in their eyes, in everything that works in them, O Lord God, if there be anything that you have not planted here, according to the book of John chapter 15, you say, and I and my Father we shall come, and we will uproot anything that we have not planted you. Father, if there be anything that you have not planted in these people, let it be uprooted in the name of Jesus. When next time I will set my eyes upon them, their mouth shall be full of testimony.
Amen.
Their mouth shall be full of testimony.
Amen.
Father, bless their homes. Bless their children. Bless the works of their hand. Let there be multiplication for them. Let them walk in the place of abundance. The fulfillment of what you have for them, let it come to manifestation. In everywhere they will go, Lord, let your light shine upon them. The Bible said the light shines and darkness cannot comprehend. Everything that stands as darkness will not be comprehended unto you. For you are light that shines in the midst of darkness. Wherever your steps step, the light of God will shine on you. In your place of work, you will be a light that shines. In your family, you will be a light that shines. In your business, you will be a light that shines. In your community, you will be a light that shines. The light of God will never go dim on you. And the abundance of God shall come unto you. Father, Lord, we bless you. We exalt you, eternal God of glory. In Jesus' holy and anointed name we are praying. Put your hands together for the Lord.